This year, I'm having a low-key Christmas. First of all, concerning gifts, what my husband and I do is we each decide what we personally want, and then we go buy it for ourselves, and then just say thanks to the other person. And we buy it in advance. We don't have openings of presents on Christmas morning anymore. This year, my husband bought for himself a blue cashmere sweater. So this is my husband's gift to himself. And this year for Christmas, I bought myself a portable drive. He can wear his sweater for the holidays. He doesn't have to wait for Christmas Day to open it. And there's not so much tension on Christmas Day. We just can enjoy each other. So that's what we do with gifts. The other thing that I have tended to do these last couple years is for my adult children is that I will order them some consumable online, such as a food gift, and then have it mailed to them. So I don't have to worry about cluttering up their house with stuff. Both my kids are working. They don't need anything from us anymore. So it's just nice to spend time and consumable items together. That just makes logical sense as adults. Since I don't have any grandkids, that's not a thing that I have to think about as gifts for them. But if I ever do get grandkids, I'll probably ask their parents what they're interested in. When they're younger kids, what I might do is get them like a savings bond. A little kid's not going to really notice anyway. I mean, you give them a wooden spoon from the kitchen drawer and say, here's a present, and they're happy with it. So I figure when they're really young, I'll give them savings bonds or something, and then as they age, I just give them cash. For Christmas Day, the festivities, what I plan to do, because obviously I'm recording this on a day other than Christmas, is a day or two before Christmas, I'm going to cook a strong bone stew. And I'll see if I can put the link to it either above or down below. It's this delicious stew that's just full of thick winter vegetables. The other thing I'm going to do in advance is make my famous tofu pumpkin pies. And I have that too. If I can't put it above, I'll put the recipe below. So I'm going to make that in advance too. So on Christmas Day, I will have no cooking to do. It's just going to be a relaxing day. Christmas morning, my husband and I will just wake up when we're ready. Breakfast on Christmas Day, whether it's cold cereal, a bagel and cream cheese, whether it's hot cereal. I'm just looking for something really simple. Just because we've got that lunch later on. After we have our leisurely morning, we'll get cleaned up. And I'm expecting my sister, my son, and his girlfriend, and then my husband and I. My sister is going to bring some homemade bread, and it's so good. And that will go really good with the soup stew that I'm making. And my sister's a vegetarian. That's another reason why I chose the strong bone stew and the pumpkin pie as the main course and the dessert, so that we all can enjoy it together. And then I have some games planned for Christmas Day. The first game I'm calling Draw Your Seat at the Table. The Draw Your Seat at the Table game is when people come in the door, you have a hat or a bowl or whatever, and in it are numbers enclosed, like they're on a piece of paper folded up so you can't see the number, and everybody chooses a number. Well, at the table, which is already set, there is a different number on every place at the table. So that person then will go sit where their seat number is. So there's this anticipation, I guess, or this who's going to sit next to who. So that's the first simple game. The second game is while we're actually eating at the table. That's for the conversation starter. Question that I would like everybody to answer as we go around the table is, what journey have you had this year? And what's unique about that question is it's so open-ended. It could be a physical journey. Maybe you went on vacation somewhere. It could be a spiritual journey. It could be a job journey. Maybe you got a new job. Any sort of journey, however you interpret the word journey. I actually introduced this game at Thanksgiving with my husband's side of the family. And it was fascinating hearing the different interpretations of what journey encompassed and how deep some people got into it. So it was a wonderful, open-ended question. The third game, after we're done eating and talking about our journeys, we go to the living room and we have a consumable gift exchange. I've had white elephant gift exchanges before where you try to find some oddity, but a consumable gift exchange, the rules are it has to be something already in your house. You can't go buy something. What we're looking for in a consumable gift exchange is like a roll of toilet paper or a can of tuna. So something you already have around the house that will be consumed in some way so that you're not adding clutter to other people's households. And so a gift coming into your household is not clutter either. So that's the consumable gift exchange. At Thanksgiving, somebody else had an idea for a game. Everybody gets a piece of paper, and on one side of the little scrap of paper, you write down a question. And it can be anything. And you, again, that was the hard thing. People going, I don't have a question. Why is the sky blue? And then you fold it up, put it back into the hat or the jar or whatever, pass it around the table again. Everybody draws out, but they don't look at the question. They go to the blank side of the paper and they write a random answer. You could say, because I said so. After you write your answer, then everybody goes around the table and turns their paper over and reads the question and then reads the answer. Most of them did not make sense, but occasionally there was one that made some sort of sense or was just really funny. So that was a nice, simple game. And then after we get done with our dinner and our consumable gift exchange and done with the visiting and stuff, my sister is going to stay the night and we're going to have like a little slumber party. And we're going to go through some ancestry. I think I did ancestry.com years ago, but it's one of those things you pay for and then you read it once and then you forget about it. And they keep sending you stuff in the mail saying, you should take a look at this new person, this new contact, or this new information we have about you. And I have never really gone in and looked at it because it's one of those things I think I have to pay again to see anything real deep. And I'm cheap. But with my sister over, I might actually go in there and pay to see whatever this new information is, and then we can look at some of our genealogy together. I like this new take on holidays and simplifying them, making them less frantic and more thoughtful. I don't know if it's my time in life, but I'm enjoying this. I think there's times when you're younger where all the excitement and gifts and wrapping paper and trees and decorations, and maybe when you're a young person getting together with friends in a big way and going to a rave or whatever you do on Christmas Day that's really exciting. But at this stage of life, the more low-key, I'm really enjoying that. If your meaningful time is staying in bed and drinking some tea and reading a book, that sounds awesome. So enjoy yourself and do what you want to do. And happy holidays.